These are solids. First is a crystalline solids, second is a polycrystalline solids, and third is a amorphous solids. First is the crystalline solids. In crystalline solid, the constituent particles, that is atoms, molecules or ions, are arranged in a definite geometry. Crystals have a high melting and boiling points. The intermolecular force is also uniform throughout the structure. Crystalline solids have a long range order, which means the arrangement of atoms is repeated over a long distance. Crystalline solids are anisotropic. Anisotropic means they have a different physical properties like thermal conductivity, electrical conductivity, refractive index. Rock salt and quartz, these are examples of crystalline solids. This is the structure of crystalline solid. Second is the polycrystalline solids. Polycrystalline solids are composed of many number of small crystals. These are arranged in a different orientation and are bound by highly defective boundaries. It does not have a continuous structure. Polycrystalline solids are microscopic. The properties of polycrystalline solids are notably different from those of single crystal, and this is the structure of polycrystalline solids. Third is the amorphous solids. Amorphous solids are rigid structures but they lack a well defined shape. Amorphous solids have a no long range order at all. The atoms are randomly arranged. Amorphous solids are isotropic. Isotropic means they have the same physical properties in all directions. The melting point of amorphous solids is a not sharp. This is the structure of amorphous solids. This is your book point. First is the crystalline solids, single crystal. In crystalline solids, the atoms are arranged in a regular manner, forming a three-dimensional pattern. In crystalline solid, the periodicity of pattern extends throughout its whole volume. Even at infinite length scales, each atom is related to every other equivalent atom in the structure by translational symmetry. The spacing between the atoms are very small due to high intermolecular forces. This results in crystals have high melting and boiling points. The intermolecular force is also uniform throughout the structure. Crystalline solids have a long range order, which means the arrangement of atoms is repeated over a long distance. Crystalline solids are anisotropic, that is, they have a different physical properties like thermal conductivity, electrical conductivity, refractive index, etc., in different directions. Gemstones, rock salts, calcite, quartz are some examples of crystalline solids, single crystals. The structure of crystalline solid is shown in a figure A. Polycrystalline solids. Polycrystalline solids are composed of many number of small crystals. These are arranged in a different orientation and are bound by highly defective boundaries. The crystal in polycrystalline solids are microscopic and they are known as grains or crystallites. In polycrystalline structure, the long range order has been disrupted. It does not have a continuous structure and it has a boundaries between grains. Thus, in polycrystalline solids, the periodicity of structure is interpreted at so-called grain boundaries. The normal solid form of an element or compound is polycrystalline. The properties of polycrystalline solids are notably different from those single crystals. The properties of polycrystalline solids can be completely isotropic or strongly anisotropic depending on the nature of the material and the way in which it was formed. All the metals and ceramics are polycrystalline. Polycrystalline structure are shown in a figure. Third one is amorphous solids. Amorphous solids are rigid structure but they lack a well defined shape. Amorphous solid that is a liquids have no long range order at all, so they have a no translational symmetry periodicity. The atoms are randomly arranged. The amorphous solids lack a crystalline structure. Amorphous solids are isotropic, that is, they have the same physical properties in all directions. The melting point of amorphous solid is not sharp. Glass, plastic, resin, pitch, candy, etc. are some examples of amorphous solid. Figure shows the atomic structure of amorphous solids. These are first is a single crystal, second is a polycrystalline, Third is amorphous. This is the comparison between crystalline solids and amorphous solids. Crystalline solids, first point is a regular arrangement of particles or atoms. Amorphous solids, random arrangement of particles or atoms. Crystalline solids, second, they are anisotropic, that is, they have a different physical properties, thermal conductivity, electrical conductivity, refractive index, etc. in different directions. Amorphous solids, they are isotropic, that is, they have their physical properties same in all directions. Crystalline solids, third point, the cooling curve for them has a breaks because of crystallization. Amorphous solids, the cooling curve for them is a smooth. Crystalline solids, 4 point, the melting point is very sharp. Amorphous solids, 4 point, the melting point is not sharp. For example, as the temperature of glass is raised, it softens and starts flowing without any sharp change from solid state to liquid state. Crystalline solids, fifth point, the growth process of the crystal is slow so that the atoms or the constituent particles take definite positions where the potential energy of the configuration is minimum during growth. This leads to an ordered arrangement of the atoms which are arrayed in a pattern that repeats itself in all the three dimensions. Under these conditions, a long range order exists in the solid, which is the characteristics of the crystalline state. Then amorphous solids, the growth process or the phase change is quick so that the atoms do not have sufficient time to obtain the configuration of minimum energy. Consequently, the short range order, where order precedes in local regions, exists. The short range order is present in amorphous solids. For this reason, glass is not a crystal but it is a supercooled down liquid which has a short range order. This is the comparison between the crystalline solids and amorphous solids.